Wisconsin, doing very well.
Talking about Dick Bennett, tap controlled by Basili and Calvin. And we are underway from the Nutter Center. Glad to have you along on this January 1st, 2022. Here's Basili faking the three, taking Kellogg inside, lost the handle on it, flips it over to Finke. They'll reset with 16 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Green Bay's in man-to-man. They'll play that. You'll think you'll see too much zone out of them.
Now it's Calvin with a dribble, 8 to shoot. Here's Basili out front, going in against Kellogg into the corner. Calvin catch and shoot three off the front of the iron. Ansong picks up the rebound off to McGee.
That's a good start for Green Bay defensively. They took everything away inside, made Wright State shoot a three-point shot.
Ansong holding the basketball in front of the Raider bench, throws it inside. Nice cut and a catch and a shoot. And let's see who we got that. I think it was number 11 that scored on that, and that is Meyer.
Meyer, yeah, the young freshman. He's physical. He's got some size.
Here's Wilburn battling inside, can't get it to go. Try to get his own offensive rebound, and it goes off his leg out of bounds. So it goes back to Green Bay, leading 2-0.
There's Will Ryan, the coach of Green Bay. He's in his second year. He's the son of a longtime coach in Wisconsin. He coached at Wisconsin, his father. But anyway, Will's been there 2 years, and he's done a good job.
This is Stieber with the basketball. He's had 42 assists this year. Down the baseline is McGee. He flips the ball out to Meyer. Meyer now throws it right corner to Kellogg. Kellogg dribbling inside on Wilburn, goes up with the left hand, missed it, and Finke the rebound.
Yeah, that's what Kellogg would do. He'll try to get into the lane.
Wow, what a pass to Wilburn from Trey Calvin. He threaded the needle on the break, and we're tied at 2.
Well, give Mr. Wilburn a lot of credit there. He ran the court. I mean, he was close. I don't know that he got the rebound down here, but he ran the court extremely quick, and a good pass by Trey Calvin for a layup.
Here's Kellogg. Stieber back over to Kellogg.
Kellogg's not going to shoot a three. That guy will.
And he cans it. That's Stieber from long distance. And the Phoenix take a 5-2 lead.
The thing I've been impressed about with him is he gets his shot off in no time at all. I mean, he'll catch and shoot it. He made a couple in their game on Thursday at Northern Kentucky. We're off the catch. He just no hesitation whatsoever. He gets his shot off extremely quick.
Raiders want to get the ball inside. Moving it outside of the arc right now. It's Finke. Finke gets a screen, picks up his dribble back to Basili, 10 to shoot. Underneath the bucket, Holden goes up, and he is fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws, and he's in the top 10 in the country, coach, and getting to that free throw line where he shoots at about 80%.
Well, he's a very active offensive player. I mean, he does a good job of getting himself. I mean, you see the back cut there by Tanner Holden. He just beat his defensive man to the ball.
First free throw is no good.
Now, Wright State should be able to score inside.
Keaton Norris checks in for Wilburn. The
other night against Milwaukee had shot blockers inside in St. Pierre and Bowl. These guys don't have that. I mean, they got a couple physical players, but they don't have the size, the 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" guy inside that the Raiders have faced in their last 2 games.
Holding converts the second free throw. It's 5-3 Phoenix. Here's Meyer wanting to get the ball inside. Good denial by Basili. Ball is loose. Basili going for it, makes the steal. Basili gets it over to Finke. Got a battle for it with Stieber.
Yeah, I thought they got, I mean.
Foul on Stieber.
Yeah, Stieber tried to tie him up, but the difficulty he was behind him. He didn't have a good angle to get his hands on the ball, and the referee was right there and called a foul. You know, the thing about Meyer will take you off the dribble. I mean, he turned it over there, but he's capable of taking you off the dribble and scoring inside him. He's a very impressive young player for a freshman. In the games that I've been able to watch in preparation here, I mean, I thought he's got a lot of potential.
Ryan Claflin checks in for Green Bay. He had a career-high 6 rebounds in one of the 2 games here last year.
Well, Claflin can shoot the three, too. He's a guy you got to really watch.
Basili had it stripped by Stieber. Stieber with the ball in the forecourt, off to McGee. Down inside, they find Kellogg. Around his man, got the easy layup, 7-3, Phoenix.
Again, they just beat the Raiders down the floor and got good position.
And the Raiders throw it away. So Wright State, a little sluggish here early on. And Grant Basili's going to come out. And C.J. Wilburn in it.
The first turnover, Grant tried to, he caught the ball and he took at least 3 dribbles, and anytime you take 3 dribbles in the paint, you run the risk of getting double teamed, and Stieber got down there and got a hand on it and knocked it away. That last one was just a terrible pass.
Here's Stieber protecting the ball. Now McGee trying to get around his man Norris. Fadeaway jump shot. Baseline is good. McGee, who's been in double digits the last 3 games, gives the Phoenix the 6-point lead.
Well, he had 19 against Minnesota, and then he's followed it up with 3 other games of 14, 15, and 14. So he's...
Oh, nice pass into Calvin. Off balance, off the glass and in. Good look from Holden.
Yeah, he went behind a screen. He threw the ball to Tanner at the high post, and then went the backside of a screen there, just like a curl move off of a screen, and he was open for the layup. Good vision by Tanner Holden.
Hansong off to Kellogg. Claflin gives it back up to Stieber.
Yeah, you can tell Trey Calvin has tightened up on Stieber. I mean, he made
Hansong inside the paint. Little jump shot is good. Green Bay now 5 of their first 6. They lead it by 6.
Well, every shot they've taken's been a good one, Chris. They have gotten good shots, shots that they can make. They haven't taken a bad shot yet.
Here's Norris now to Wilburn. He hands it off to Finke. Dribbling into the paint, lost it for a moment, got it back. Throws it back out to Norris. Norris for 3. Off the back iron, no. Hansong the rebound. Now McGee trying to get around his man, goes inside, had it blocked by Calvin. Deflection into the hands of Wilburn. Calvin going inside in traffic, and they call it 2021. Learn more, visit horizonleague.com. We're back to action after the timeout. Tucker in for Green Bay.
Tucker came into the game on that timeout.
Here's Tucker with it. Off to Hansong against Norris. Well, the size advantage there. Flips it back to McGee with 8 on the shot clock. McGee throws up a wild shot, leaves it off the rim, and the rebound, it's Andrew Welledge.
Well, that was good defense by Tim Finke there on McGee. He got into the lane, but he just was closely guarded by Tim and couldn't get off a good shot. Had to throw up a hoper.
Norris out to Basili. Now it's Holden. Off the dribble, inside, goes in with a right hand. Left it short, got his own rebound, and fouled. Now, we saw this the other night, Jim, and that's the fact that Tanner Holden can take a game over offensively. He's able to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, he is. I mean, like I said earlier, he's hard to guard. He's just really hard to guard because he can make a 3. He's not going to shoot many 3-point shots, but he'll take you off the dribble in a heartbeat, and he's got a really good mid-range jump shot, which you know, a lot of players today don't have that. They settle for the 3 or they take it all the way to the basket. So many players today are infatuated with the 3-point shot, and Tanner can make it. He's a lot like the player for Green Bay, Kellogg. Kellogg's not a 3-point shooter either, but he'll get you into the, or Hansong, I'm sorry, Hansong's the one I'm talking about. He's not a real good 3-point shooter either, but he's very good off the dribble.
Holden makes them both. It's a 4-point lead for the Phoenix. They nearly threw it away. McGee picks it up. Now Hansong. Tucker off the dribble, had it stolen by Norris. Norris quickly back in the offensive end, flips it to Holden. Skip pass over to Welledge. Catch, shoot, 3. No. Rebound Meyer.
That was great anticipation by Keaton Norris down here. He anticipated what the Green Bay player was going to do and just beat him to the punch.
You know, Welledge had his feet set. He just couldn't get it to go down. Tucker in the post. Flips the ball back out. Meyer, his 3. Good. Rebound Basili. On the break, it's Welledge. Left corner, Holden. Holden, pull up, mid-range jump shot, rims out. Rebound to Silly, tipped it, no good. Ball comes down on a hop to Meyer, and back comes Green Bay.
Well, that's what Green Bay's done well here so far in this game, is they've limited Wright State to 1 shot. I don't think Wright State's got an offensive rebound yet. They have 1. Green Bay doesn't have any. Of course, Green Bay hadn't have any because they haven't missed too many shots.
Here's Hansong to the bucket. Reverse layup of beauty. He puts it down. It's now 13-7 Phoenix.
That's just what I talked about earlier. He and Tanner Holden are very similar type players.
Holden had it tipped away by Tucker, and they call Tucker for the reach-in foul with 12:48 to play in the first. Substitutions for both teams. Stieber ready to check back in for Green Bay, and also Trey Calvin for Wright State.
I thought Tucker fouled Tanner when he caught the ball. He had his arm wrapped around him, and you know, the referee didn't call that. But when he reached, knocked the ball loose, I think the referee. Well, that's
his second foul. The team's 4th.
Too much, and he called the foul.
Yep. Vasily flips it into the corner to Norris. Norris throws the ball back out to Welledge. 12 on the shot clock.
Green Bay's done a good job so far on Graham Vasily. He hasn't even gotten a shot off yet.
Here's Holden inside, goes up with the right hand. Contact, but he scores.
Good strong move there at the rim. He was contested at the rim. There were a couple Green Bay players there. And Tanner had the wherewithal to get it off the glass and get it to go.
Holden with 5. It's a 4-point Phoenix lead. And they throw the ball away. Claflin trying to get the ball to Stieber. Stieber was cutting to the bucket, and they threw it away.
Well, that sometimes happens in motion offense. It's not a set play, so you're trying to reverse the basketball. They were lucky on a previous possession. Same thing happened. A Green Bay player threw it to a player who he thought was going to be open, and he had made a cut. And fortunately for Green Bay, McGee was able to corral before it went out of bounds. That time, it just went right out of bounds.
Tanner Holden approaching 1,000 career points for Wright State. He's got the ball, gives it up to Calvin, and a foul on McGee.
Yeah,
he's watching Coach Brown, so you're on your best behavior.
I will.
Wright State with the basketball. Here's Vasily with a 3, and there you go. Grant Vasily from distance gives the Raiders 3 points. They trail by 1.
Yeah, that was a pick and roll. He didn't roll. He popped out to the open spot and got his feet set, had a good look at the basket, and canned it.
Well, here's a wide open 3 now for Green Bay, and it is missed by Claflin. Long rebound comes down to Kellogg.
That was the same play that Wright State got the 3 on. Green Bay ran the same thing. Claflin went out and
McGee goes inside, gets separation, and an offensive foul. He put his shoulder into Trey Calvin, and that is 16 fouls early on Green Bay.
Well, that's a tough call. That's really a tough call because there wasn't a whole lot of contact there. Now, that was a good job. Well, there's more contact than I thought. I mean, from where we were sitting over here, it didn't look like it was that bad, but that was a little more violent than what I thought. But it was a great job by Keaton Norris to, Keaton took a charge the other night that not many guys would take. I mean, he got leveled under the basket by one of those big.
Vasily feeling it. His second in a row. It comes up short, and Ansong grabs the easy rebound.
And we were a little concerned about Keaton today, but he's fine.
13-12 Phoenix. We approach 11 minutes to go in the first half. Ansong, short pass over to Kellogg. Wright State switching man-to-man defense. Stieber to Kirchman. Kirchman takes him inside. One bounce pass to Kellogg. Kellogg spinning in the paint, lost it, and a foul call on Wright State.
That's close to a travel. I mean, I don't know.
Tim Finke, the foul, his first, the team's first. Substitution for the Raiders, C.J. Wilburn coming in.
Tim came to help there, and he got a hand. I guess he got a hand on the arm instead of the ball.
Inbounds pass. Stieber stolen by Finke.
That's a 3rd straight turnover for Green Bay.
On the other end, Tanner Holden's buying it from the wing. Throws it down with 2 hands and gives the Raiders a 1-point lead.
That's a great pass. I don't know who threw that pass.
Calvin.
Calvin, that's just a super pass. And give Tanner Holden some credit for running the floor.
Kirchman, short pass to Stieber. One bounce pass. Kellogg one-on-one against Wilburn. Trying to get separation. Kirchman on the baseline. Throws the ball back out to Stieber. Claflin for 3. It is short. Yeah. Rebound, Vasily.
Yeah, the last 4 possessions, Wright State's played some great defense. Yeah. They really, 3 of them were turnovers, and that time they made them shoot a tough shot.
Finke leaves it for Trey Calvin. Calvin going in strong. Runner with the right hand is good. He's been doing a lot of that. Aggressive to the basket lately.
Well, it's amazing when your defense picks up how your offense picks up. I mean, Wright State stopped Green Bay on 4 straight possessions, and they scored on 4 or 5. So, that's a recipe for good offense. Just play great defense. And there's another turnover.
Ansong threw it over.
Defense that got Wright State going, and it's been defense right here. These last 5 possessions, Wright State's really clamped down defense, and their offense has taken off as a result.
Trey Calvin with the basketball out front. Hard dribble to the elbow. Back out front, Vasily quickly off to Finke. Finke pull back 3-point shot. He got it from the right wing. Tim Finke coming alive, and the Raiders are up by 6.
Yeah, he just sized up his man there. A little jab step, got him some space, and buried the 3.
On the other side, we have a hold called against Wright State. I think it might be on Wilburn, and it is.
I think it is on Wilburn. Wilburn and Kellogg inside were kind of going at it. They were trying to get the ball into Kellogg, and CJ was not fronting, but he was on the top side of him. Got called for a hold.
Second team foul on Wright State. 9:20 to play in the first. Green Bay inbounds on their own baseline. Here's Kellogg with it. Taking Wilburn down inside on the baseline.
Good defense by Wilburn there. That was really good defense.
Here's Stieber launching a three, and he's got it, his second of the game.
Well, he got free.
On the other end, Calvin too strong for Holden, flying in on the wing, and a turnover, Wright State. Andrew Welledge checks in for Wright State. Holden will get a rest with 9:05 to play in the first. Raiders up by 3.
That was kind of an ill-advised pass there. I mean, that was, even if Tanner would have caught it, I'm not sure he would have been able to do much with it. Green Bay was back there. They had some people back. You know, Stieber needs no time to shoot that three. The Wright State clamped down on him, but
there's a two-point shot from the right elbow. He's got 8.
And he's a physical player. I mean, you know, he's like 6 foot. I was talking to him before the game, asking him about his grandfather, who I had coached with.
Backdoor pass, Finke with a two-hand jam on a great look from Trey Calvin. 21-18, Wright State.
Now that's what you do when they deny the wing pass. You cut backdoor, and that was a great pass. But Stieber's a physical player. I mean, he's about 6'2", and he's got some weight to him.
Stieber had it knocked away and stolen by the Raiders defense. Basili up the floor, he threw it away. And a reach-in foul on Welledge. A little careless there with the pass up the floor. I don't think Grant saw the defense coming back.
Well, I thought Stieber got fouled here on the this is the dunk. But on the previous play, Stieber came off of a ball screen, about got his head taken off, and there was a turnover as a result of it.
We're back to action. Meyer holding on to the basketball, gives it over to Ansong. Ansong out front to Claflin. Now it's Stieber. And we have a foul call on Wright State's Trey Calvin. That's team foul number 4, I believe, on the Raiders. And the first on Calvin stops the clock with 8:03 to play in the first. Raiders up 3.
Yeah, Trey he was trying to fight through that ball screen, and that's a tough thing to get through because Meyer's a physical guy. He's a big physical guy, and so's Stieber.
Kellogg with it out front. Green Bay having a little problem as far as running their offense, and they just threw it away.
You know, Green Bay has 8 turnovers here early in this game, and I think 4 of them have just been bad passes, you know, where they've just thrown the ball.
Tanner Holden beating his man, called another foul. He's going to go to the free throw line, Coach. They're over limit. They got 17 fouls. Holden will get a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that was just a catch and dribble drive. I mean, he just took his man. There was no fake, no nothing, no screen. He just took it and tried to go baseline and got by his man, and they bumped him and fouled him. Like I said earlier, Green Bay's a team that just does not turn the ball over. They're not a team that runs up and down the floor. He makes the first free throw. They're not a team that runs up and down. They don't score. You know, they're not looking to score a ton of points. They're only averaging 60 points a game. Wright State's averaging almost 75, 73.8 to be exact. And Green Bay's only at 60. So they're not a team that, you know, runs up and down the floor like crazy, so they don't turn the ball over much. But boy, today they've struggled, and a lot of it's been Wright State's defense, no question about it.
McGee checks in for Stieber as Holden makes both free throws. The Raiders 15th nationally in free throw shooting, 78.1% as a team. Holden at around 80. Wright State by 5. Ansong slips and falls. In fact, something inside of his shoe came out. It's a traveling call. The shoe came out. He had the bottom of the shoe, it looks like, came apart from his sneaker.
Yeah, his shoe just exploded. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I
got a flat tire out here.
No, I think I can't tell. I agree.
It was one of those.
I think he's going to have to come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's walking off.
The shoe is okay. It was an insole.
Yeah.
It was inside of the shoe.
Anyway, that's the 9th turnover, just on trying to make a move to the basket. See what they do over there. Here it is. You see it. He just tries to come to a stop because there was help, and he just lost total control.
Here's Welledge, wants to get the ball inside to Holden. He does. Holden moving in against his defender. Now he's double teamed. He fires it out to Welledge. Welledge dribble drive inside. Feeds it over to Basili, who lays it in.
What a great pass. That was impressive. That was impressive on Welledge's part. He caught that ball instead of looking for a 3-point shot. He took it right off and then when they came to help, he dumped it down to his teammate Grant Basili for an easy bunny shot.
And I think he knew that when he took the ball to the basket. That's what he wanted to do.
Well, it was impressive. I'll say that.
All right, it's Claflin with it, throwing it around to Meyer.
Great job.
Steal by Norris. Raiders on the run, leading by 7. Baseball pass over to Wellich. Catch and shoot, 3. Andrew Wellich, sophomore, heating up for the Raiders. It's a 10-point lead with 6.5 to play in the first.
Well, you're seeing these young players off the bench coming to life for Wright State. Norris and Wellich. Neither player has really scored a lot, but that's 2 good plays in a row for Andrew Wellich. Go ahead, Chris.
That's fine. Go ahead, Coach. Finish your point.
The last play down here defensively, there's a good basket
nice
by McGee.
Yeah.
The last play down here, Green Bay was trying to run a post play where McGee caught the ball, and Keaton Norris just beat him to the punch and got there before the pass got there.
Here's Holden going inside, and he draws yet another foul. And that is foul number 8, team foul on Green Bay, and Holden to the line will get 2.
You know, and when you see a play like what Keaton Norris did, where Green Bay was running the play, they were running McGee along the baseline coming off of a baseline screen. That's scouting. That's where your coaches point that out in pregame and in preparation for the game. And Keaton was obviously listening to the scouting report because he recognized exactly what they were doing, and he got there, and the pass went right to him. Instead of going to McGee, it went right to Keaton Norris, and it started that fast break. That's just good heads-up defense, and you like to see that. You know, like to see players that have listened to game preparation and then respond to it.
Holden with 10, make it 11. He's got another free throw, and it's now a 10-point Raiders lead with 6 minutes to play in the first. Now it's McGee, gets screened from Kellogg. Gets the ball back to Stieber into the game. Stieber finds Carsamon. Back to Stieber. 15 on the shot clock. Now Kellogg works against Basile, goes inside, tried to dunk, couldn't, and a foul on Grant Basile. That will be his first and the team's 5th.
It's interesting. The official that made that call was all the way out at half court. The 2 guys closest to the basket didn't call a thing. I'm not saying it wasn't a foul. I'm just.
It's maybe where he saw it from.
Yeah. It's just interesting when the 2 guys under the basket don't raise their arms for a foul, and the guy out at half court calls it.
Kellogg makes the first. Kellogg now with 3 points in the game, one of the 5 starters for Coach Will Ryan. A left-hander. And short tip underneath, foul call on Wright State's Wilburn. Team foul number 6. Apparently he had his hand around the Green Bay player on the rebound attempt.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. That was totally blocked out, but must have been some contact under the basket.
Stieber getting the ball into McGee. Norris sticking right to him. McGee finds Stieber out front. Good closeout by Holden. Inside it goes to Kellogg, double teamed. Tucker, now McGee, dribble drive inside. Fadeaway jump shot in the paint is good.
That was a good job, but that was good defense too. Wright State did a nice job there defense. They just sometimes good offense beats good defense, and that was a pretty nice shot by that young freshman.
30-23 Wright State, 5:11 to go in the first half. Tim Finke on the baseline, feeds it out to Norris. Now Wellich, pull up on the baseline. Jumper is good. He's got 5 straight points. And the Raiders are up by 9.
Well, you can see the confidence in that young man is coming alive. I mean, those are the last 2-3 plays that he's been involved in. He wasn't doing that a month ago.
Here's McGee to Tucker. 14 on the shot clock. Tucker still with the dribble over to Kershimon. Now Stieber against Holden, reach in foul on Holden, and that's team foul number 7 on the Raiders. And for Tanner, that is going to be his first personal.
Yeah, that was created because Stieber made the 2 threes early in the game, so Tanner's got to come out. And you know, Tanner's 6'7", Stieber's about 6'2", 6'3". He's got the advantage, and little shot fake there, and he got Tanner a little bit off balance and took him and created the foul situation. But that all happened because Stieber made the threes earlier.
And he misses the front end of the 1-and-1, but Kellogg the rebound. Now it's Stieber, 6'3", redshirt freshman guard. Now McGee on the drive. Can't get around Wellich.
Oh, great play.
Knocked away by Basile on the steal to Norris.
Well, that was a great play by Grant Basile.
And Wellich had it stolen by Stieber. Trying to take it all the way in. Got it, and a foul on Wilburn. I tell you, Stieber's a pretty good-looking player.
No, he's a very good player, and he's physical. That's the thing about him that is impressive. He's physical. I mean, he's a physical player. He, takes contact from Wilburn, goes right into him, and has the wherewithal to get it off the glass and score. Now, he's been there for a couple of years, and of course he's got great basketball genes, that's for sure.
And he completes the three-point play. He's got 11 to lead the Phoenix. Ansong will check in for Tucker. It's 32-26 Raiders with 4:13 remaining here in the first half. Wellich is out and Holden back in for Wright State. Everybody has scored who's played for the Raiders. 7 except for Norris, but he has 3 steals. Holden swings it to Finke inside Basili. Double team, rolls in with a left hand off the glass and in.
Well, I think they're going to have trouble guarding Grant Basili. If they allow him to catch the ball down that deep, it's all over. Unless you double him. If you double team him, you got a chance.
Lead is 8 for the Raiders. Stieber to McGee. Can't get around Norris. Now Stieber lobs it inside for Kellogg. Goes up, missed it, but he's fouled from behind.
Our game.
And the Raiders have cashed in 15 points off those 11 turnovers. Kellogg's first free throw is good. Green Bay now 3 out of 5 at the line here in the first half. The Raiders 7 of 8. And all of those from Tanner Holden, who now has 1,001 career points here as a Raider. Kellogg makes them both. 34-28 Wright State. Phoenix were close in that first half against Northern Kentucky, but came out 5 points shy on Thursday night. Finke, one bounce pass to Basili against Carsamon, bouncing in. They don't double team. He takes him inside. Now he feeds it over on the pass to Finke, who puts it in on the baseline.
That's a great two-man game right there. They didn't double Grant. Grant got deep into the lane. Then they doubled him, and that left him an opportunity to make a pass to Tim Finke. It wasn't an easy shot that Tim had to shoot there. That wasn't a layup. That was like a little hook shot.
Now Stieber working against the shorter Norris. Just backing in, throws the ball out to McGee, launches a three. It's off the mark, and the rebound Holden.
Well, I'll tell you what, Keaton did a good job there. He's given away about 3 or 4 inches and some pounds, and he held his own.
Raiders get it into Basili against Carsamon. Leans in off the glass. That's too easy.
No, if you're not, I've said this before.
10-point lead for the Raiders.
I say this every time I do a Wright State game. If you're going to allow him to catch the ball that deep, and you're not going to double him, you're going to have your hands full, and that's exactly what's happened. They've decided not to double him, and he's made them pay.
2.5 minutes to play in the first. The Raiders up by 10. Green Bay with the ball. Stieber with it outside the arc. Short pass over to Kellogg. Lobs inside to Carsamon. It's blocked by Holden on the help defense, and the Raiders have it. Now Basili slowing it down. Now he turns around on his man Kellogg. Goes inside, flips it out to Calvin, out to Norris. Now it's Finke back inside to Basili. Goes in trying to find some space. Throws it out to Norris. Steps into a three. It's off the back iron. Off the hands of Holden into the hands of Stieber.
That last defensive play for Wright State, Tanner was on the help side defense, and he recognized that, and he came over quickly, and he was able to intercept that pass just because of help defense.
Ansong inside against Norris, leans it, can't get it to go. Rebound Finke.
Got in a hurry there. Ansong got in a hurry. He didn't have to shoot it that quick. He could have established position because he had a shorter guy on him.
Holden one-on-one, flips it to Finke in the corner, left side. Out to Norris, back to Holden. Dribble drive inside, lost the handle on it. Went down to bounds, the last touch by Carsamon.
That's great ball movement by Wright State. Great ball movement by Wright State. Well, I'm glad to see this because, I mean, Grant's got 2 fouls, and I think he's got 2 fouls.
And James Mans checks into the game for the first time.
And I was concerned about, some coaches take guys out with 2 fouls, and they sit for a while. Grant played there several minutes with those 2 fouls, didn't commit a 3rd one.
Norris into Mans, trying to go one-on-one against this defender. Really physical down there, can't get around him. Now he has to flip it out to Finke. 2 on the shot clock. Finke, air ball.
Raiders just got stuck there. I mean, James had it in a difficult.
The ball too long.
Yeah, well, he had it in a difficult position. I mean, that's not an easy place to catch the ball, and there was nobody getting open for him. So at least they got a shot off. They didn't convert. That's good defense by Green Bay.
Kellogg with it against North. Mans. Under a minute to play in the first half. Green Bay with the ball, trailing by 10. McGee off the dribble against Norris. Made away jump shot. Nope. Rebound. Ansong puts it up and in.
That was a big-time play for Ansong. Finke was there, but Ansong got inside of him, and that was a big-time offensive rebound.
38-30 Wright State. With a basketball, 35 seconds left in the first half, and an offensive foul called on James Mans. That's his first, and the team's.
No, I think Green Bay had a lot to do with that. That was a good job by Green Bay to kind of act so that they got the call. That was a good thing for them. I mean, they did a nice job there. I don't know what James did, but he got called for an offensive foul on illegal screen, movement in screen.
Bit of a weave for Green Bay as they work clock now at 10 on the shot clock. 14 seconds left in the first half. Raiders up by 8. Now McGee off the screen of Kellogg. Lifts it out to Stieber, fakes the three, goes inside the arc. Jumper good. Right at the buzzer of the shot clock. Here's Mans at the end of the half. Just hit. They had finally got to play a game again and only came up short by 10 at the University of Dayton. They played them even in that second half.
Yeah, well, short some players, too. That was
right,
like everybody is right now.
Lob inside to Basili, and a hold call on Meyer inside.
That wasn't a great pass. I mean, Grant was on the left-hand baseline, and Kellogg was on the top side of him, and the pass was a little too far to the right, and Kellogg fouled him. But I mean, it wasn't a great pass.
Here's Basili for three out front. He's got his second of the game. Grant Basili now in double figures. He's got 12 on that triple.
That's how he started the game. I think that was the first basket Wright State made. Maybe it was early that it was off of a pick and pop, and that was just a kick out there. He just
lead is 9. Offensive foul inside on Kellogg. That is his first and the team's second here early in the second half.
And that's a 12th turnover too. Not a good start. You don't want to turn the ball over and give Wright State extra possessions.
All right, Calvin will bring the ball up for the Raiders, joined by Finke, the aforementioned Basili, and Andrew Welledge. Handoff over to Holden in the corner, back out to Finke. Top of the key, Basili quickly over to Calvin.
That's great ball movement by Wright State.
Here's Basili, fakes the three. Baseball pass to Finke, getting around his man. Throws it out to Holden. 8 to shoot. In the corner, it's Welledge. Inside to Finke, tried to go back door. Ball loose, goes out of bounds, and last touch by Wright State.
Well, that was a risky pass. I mean, it was the right idea, but it was a risky pass. There was a lot of congestion down there, and the shot clock was winding down. So
9 turnovers for Wright State, first in the second half. We played just over a minute. Raiders lead 41-32 over Green Bay. Here's McGee, short pass to Kellogg. Now Stieber, leading all scorers with 13. He has Holden on him. Back out to McGee. 8 to shoot. McGee going inside on Calvin. Turnaround jump shot. It's blocked from behind, but into the hands of Kellogg. Short off the glass, can't get it. Welledge the rebound.
That was great defense. That was absolutely great defense by Trey Calvin on McGee there.
Now Welledge with it out front. Welledge moving a lot better. Looks more confident out there. Here's Holden inside. Cut off by Stieber's good defense.
A lot of contact there.
Lob inside. Basili makes the catch on the backside. Goes out of bounds, and McGee, a nice play, knocked it away and off of Basili, and a turnover for Wright State.
Well, Wright State waited too long to make that pass. I mean, that pass had to go in there right away. There's Coach Sargent, second game that he's been in for Coach Nagy. Coach Nagy's out with illness and unable to. I think he's doing all right now. He was at the shoot-around today, but thanks coaching the team in his absence.
He gets it back.
That's
good defense by Holden. Tipped it away and a steal by Wright State. 2-on-2, Welledge. Welledge taking it to the basket. Off balance, right hand, left it short.
Pretty good job. I have no problem with that. If you're a Wright State fan, that was a pretty good move. I mean, it was a tough shot, but it was a good aggressive move on his part.
McGee back to Kellogg, inside to Stieber.
Green Bay needs a basket. I mean,
and McGee will try to get it with a three, and he can't. Rebound Holden. Tanner quickly up the floor to Finke. Finke in traffic. One bounce to Calvin. No look down inside to Basili. Short shot, good.
Well, that was a great team play right there. 3 guys touched the ball. Either one of them could have shot. Any one of those 3 guys could have taken and forced a shot. They didn't. They got the best possible shot they could get. That was just great team basketball there.
Vasily with 14, and the Raiders up by 11.
If it was hockey, there'd be 2 guys getting an assist on that play.
Stieber step back 3. He's still perfect.
I tell you, that guy, he's having a game. I mean, he is really having a game. And the impressive thing is he gets his shot off. I mentioned this in the first half. He gets his shot off as quick as anybody I've seen in a while.
He's got 16 points to lead all scorers. Calvin, dribble drive inside, pull up on the lane line. It's short, and the rebound tipped down to the baseline to McGee.
Yeah, good box out by Green Bay there. They had Vasily boxed out. He was in good position, but they boxed him out, and he didn't have a chance to get to rebound. Great defense by Vasily.
Vasily making the steal. Now to Welledge up the right sideline. He feeds it over right corner, Calvin. Skip pass back to Welledge on the wing. Shot fake. Short pass over to Holden. Holden flips it over right side to Finke. Taking the ball inside. Throws the ball out to a wide open Andrew Welledge. His 3 is short. And the rebound to Stieber. He finds the wide open man on the other end. Going up is Meyer. And he is fouled. And the foul will go against Wright State's Andrew Welledge. And for Welledge, his 2nd foul and the team's first in the second half with 16:01 to play. 43-35, Wright State by 8. Now substitutions, 2 each for both Green Bay and Wright State, poised at the scorer's table. As Meyer will head to the line and get 2. His first one is good. Here they come, Norris and Wilburn for Wright State. Tucker checking in for Stieber, and Claflin is still in front of the scorer's table. He will check in for Meyer if Meyer makes this free throw. And he does. And he will come out of the game. Meyer now with 4 points. 2 at the line. And we're back to action. Finke will flip it into Norris. Keaton Norris out of Hilliard, Ohio, a suburb of Columbus, played 15 minutes in that first half. Post right is Holden, goes up and under, off balance shot, misses it. Gets it back, leans in off the glass, nope. Boy, really physical underneath, and Ansong comes out of there with it. All the way to the hoop with the left hand, nice shot off the glass for 2.
Well, that's a coast-to-coast player. Some guys can do that. They get the rebound and take it coast-to-coast, and that's his game. That's what he does better than anything.
Lead is 4 for the Raiders. Hand off to Calvin. Calvin skip pass over to Finke. Finke dribble drive inside in traffic, and he's fouled.
Report, and he recognized it, anticipated, and he was just going for the steal because he knew where the ball was going.
His 2nd foul and the team's 4th already. There's Holden out front, gets the screen from Wilburn. He feeds it back to Wilburn, who lays it in.
That was just the old-fashioned pick and roll. It was a delayed pick and roll. It didn't happen real quick, but Tanner recognized CJ had a man on his back, and he got it to him on the baseline.
Now it's McGee. Picks up his dribble out front, needs some help, gets it over to Claflin. Claflin inside the arc right wing. Back out to McGee with 12 to shoot. Spin move on Calvin. Goes inside off balance. Short. Rebound Holden. Up the floor to Finke. Finke thought about the 3. Now he takes it in strong. Into the corner. Norris, a rainbow 3 is no good. Rebound Ansong. Ansong off the dribble inside. Pump fake off the glass, missed it. Rebound Calvin.
That's a good job by Tim Finke. I can't tell you what a
on the break, Finke cut down inside in an offensive foul.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he gave him enough space right there, but the foul from Finke.
In the first place, he was inside the restricted area because, yeah, that was not a good call. That was not a good call at all.
To see it.
Yeah.
Into the Green Bay lineup.
I mean, that was
came down.
It was just a good acting job. That's just a really good acting job by the Green Bay player. Give him credit. I mean, that's part of basketball. If you can get away with it, that's about the only thing he could do because Tim was going to have a layup.
Finke's got 2 fouls, stays on the floor. Grant Basile is back in for Wilburn. 45-39 Wright State. Clock running with 14:15 to play.
But I was my point earlier was the job that Trey Calvin has done on McGee today is just, I mean, a phenomenal defensive job.
There's Tucker. Being defended by Norris tightly out front, trying to get around him, going inside. Turn around, off balance, short, got his own rebound and put it in.
That was good defense to prevent the first shot, but the ball was short, hit the front of the rim, and came right back to him. Sometimes You know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
And there's a steal by Ansong, and he's going to take it all the way in for the dunk. And the lead now is only 2 for the Raiders with 13:40 to play.
Yeah, those are the worst kind of turnovers and the best kind for the defensive team. That's just anticipation by Ansong came up with. That's what you call a live ball turnover, where, you know, the team doesn't take the ball out of bounds or anything. They take it down the court and they get an easy shot.
Raiders reverse it right side in the corner. Holden. Finke, catch and shoot 3. It's short. And the rebound, Stieber. 45-43, Wright State. Clock at 13:12 to play. Stieber gets a double screen out front. Now he throws it over to Ansong on the wing left. Dribbling against Holden, taking him inside. Reverse layup is good, and Ansong taking over. He's tied the game at 45 with 12:47 to play. 12:55, I should say.
He's their leading scorer, and you're right.
Holden to Norris.
Yeah, it's been Manny Ansong. I mean, he's just taken the game over here in the last couple minutes.
Here's Meyer. Guarding against Vasily, going inside. They aren't double teaming. Short shot, rolls off the rim, but he's fouled. Vasily 6 of 7 from the floor, leads Wright State with 14 points. He'll get 2 free throws here.
They threatened to double him. I mean, Stieber was right there, but he elected not to do it. Grant Vasily, you can see in the replay here, Stieber's right there. He kind of fakes it, but there was no double team, and Grant just left it a little short.
And his free throw is good. Grant Vasily just a tad under 80% this year. It's his first free throw attempt of the game. He gives the Raiders a 1-point lead. Clock is stopped with 12:39 to play.
It's been a good comeback by Green Bay, because
second one is good also.
Wright State came out and hit a 3 to start the half and got a 9-point lead, and Green Bay went on a 13-2 run to get it back to a tie game.
Yeah, Raiders' biggest lead was 11 at the 17-minute mark of this second half. Ansong, he's been a big part of the comeback. He gives it up. Claflin, Tucker, now Stieber. 10 on the shot clock. Stieber off the screen, jumps over Vasily for 3, missed it. His first miss of the game. Raiders the rebound.
Good job by Andrew Wellich there. He couldn't get the rebound, but he tipped it to Tim Finke. He was boxed out. He could get a hand on it.
Holden lobs it inside to Vasily. Double team. Turn around with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Falls off the front of the rim. Rebound Green Bay. Yeah. Raiders up by 2.
Yeah, pretty good pass. And Grant had to kind of get out of position to get to corral it. But he had a chance to make a basket.
Here's Claflin inside to Meyer. He goes up.
But they've got Finke with 7 and Wellich with 5. And it's been a good game.
All right, as we're back to action, Meyer will be going to the free throw line after drawing the foul against Wright State's Grant Vasily. Remains out there on the floor with 3 fouls.
Yeah, Wright State's had the ball 15 times here in the second half, and they only have 9 points. Their offense has really been bogged down here in the second half. Green Bay's much better.
Cade Meyer, a 6'8" freshman out of Monroe, Wisconsin, 70% free throw shooter. He makes that first one, and this one could tie the game if he converts, and he does. Hit the front of the rim and bounce through, and we're tied again. Clock running with 11:45 to play. Norris high, goes past to Finke, goes inside to Holden with a 2-handed dunk. There's a set play out of the timeout.
Called play, no question. They ran that the other night against Milwaukee and got a basket. Just a little curl move. I mean, Tanner runs off of a baseline screen. They lose him down there, and great pass.
Holden's first 2 of the second half. He's got 13. McGee head and shoulder fake on Norris, taking him inside. Can't find a shot. Now Claflin with a dribble, picks it up against Wellich. Now Stieber, 9 to shoot. Oh, there's a foul on Meyer. Just pushed Tanner Holden to the floor as he set that screen and tried to roll.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. I mean, he was rolling to the basket. Watch it. You see the replay here. He sets the screen.
Well, that was the offensive play a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's the offensive play. Yeah. But that was unnecessary. I mean, coach takes him out. That was just it just wasn't a smart play.
Wright State with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Holden with 13 into the game. Now Wellich cut off at the elbow. Needs some help. Throws it back out to Holden.
Good defense by Green Bay. They've tightened their defense up here a little bit.
Holden gets it back underneath the basket. In between 2 players. Can't get it to go, but he gets it back. He feeds it to Vasily. It's loose, and Ansong has it. And he will go all the way to the other end with a 2-hand dunk. And Ansong. It ties it up again. It's at 49 now.
His last two baskets have been fast break off of turnovers.
Here's one-on-one. Basili going inside, having his way. He's got 2 more. He's got 18.
If I'm Wright State, that goes into him every single time until Green Bay starts to stop it. I mean, the last two baskets Ansong had got have been off live ball turnovers. That last one was just unfortunate because that was Wright State just.
Here's McGee getting some room inside, and on the switch he goes in and puts it up. Little right-hander about 5 feet away scores, and we're tied at 51. McGee now with 8 points. Tanner Holden strong to the basket against Stieber. He's bumped. Holden gets it back out to Norris. Norris to Welledge. Welledge back to Norris. They reverse left side to Finke. Finke dribble drive inside. Fake goes up with the right hand, misses it. Finke tried to get it.
Oh my gosh.
A foul on Finke.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's a tough call. I mean, if anything, Tim Finke got fouled on the drive.
And that's going to be, I believe, his third. Yeah, so Finke with 3.
Watch this. Here's the replay. I mean, right there. That's just a, oh gosh, that's a really tough call because he's just going for a rebound.
Should have been a no call.
Yeah, should have been absolutely a play on.
Kellogg to Tucker. Here's McGee. Now Claflin with it in front of his own bench on the left wing. And on the other end, we have a foul call on Wright State. 0-0. That's going to be Basili, and he picks up his 4th.
Oh, this referee's kind of taking the game over. I mean, he's made 2 calls in a row that are very, very questionable.
I didn't see that one. Basili obviously not real happy about it. He's got to go back to the bench. And C.J. Wilburn checks in for Wright State. He's got 3 fouls.
Well, Green Bay's in good shape right now. They got Basili out of the lineup. They got, they're right where they need to be.
Here's McGee, double teamed. Gets it out to Stieber. Stieber flips it out to McGee. McGee goes inside. Short range shot. Rails around. Nope. Rebound Wright State's Calvin. Calvin with a dribble up the right sideline. Now Finke. Left wing Morris. Keaton Norris into the paint. He's double teamed. Needs some help. Flips it out to Holden. 15 on the shot clock. Now Finke fakes the 3. He just goes to the basket, flips it out to Calvin. Now Calvin with it. Fadeaway shot from 5 feet away, no good. Rebound, Wilburn puts it up, can't get it. Underneath, a lot of contact, and Tucker comes up with a loose ball.
Yeah, this game's gotten out of hand inside. There's no question about that.
Game tied at 51 with just over 8.5 minutes.
I don't think C.J. Wilburn got fouled. I think he just missed an easy shot, but there's been a lot of...
Here's Stieber for the lead, no good. Rebound, Kellogg. Had the ball knocked out of his hands. Back out front. Green Bay will keep it. Now Stieber. Claflin. One bounce inside to Kellogg. Turn around with the right hand. Rolls in. And Green Bay takes the lead at 53-51. 8:10 left to play.
Yeah, and he thought he got fouled. There's a couple Green Bay players that are sucking air right now.
Well, the media time coming up here.
You shouldn't be paying any attention to what's going on in the crowd. I mean, just appreciate the game.
And the second free throw is good. We're tied at 53 with 8 minutes to play. Yeah, the fan was about 6 or 7
he was 10 rows up. Yeah, I mean, my goodness.
Ansong on the wing inside, a foul called on Wright State.
Yeah, it's on Wilburn, and that could have been called on either guy because I was watching that, and they were just chicken fighting in there. And CJ's got to be smarter than that because he's got 3 fouls. That's his 4th.
That's his 4th, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be smarter than that. I mean, if a guy wants to chicken fight with you, fall down and draw the attention of the referee. Don't keep battling with him.
Inbounds pass goes to Kellogg. You know they're going to work on Wilburn with 4. Basili's on the bench with 4 already. We got a lot of time left. McGee down the baseline, into the corner. Tucker takes it to the paint, out to Ansong. 10 to shoot. Now Kellogg dribbling in on Wilburn. Spin move, had the ball knocked out of his hands, and a traveling ball. So a turnover for Green Bay. 16 in the game, 7:36 to go. We're tied at 53.
Tanner Holden created that. He went in there to double team, and I thought he got a little bit of the arm, too. I couldn't, I mean, that happened right in front of us, but irregardless, he got enough of the ball that he got the call.
Now it's Wilburn. He has the dribble. Left lane line extended, comes back out with the dribble. Now Finke, they reverse it right side. Norris gets it to Calvin. Now Holden. Cross-court pass, Finke for 3. Got it. Almost the same spot He hit that big three against Milwaukee, and he gives the Raiders a 3-point lead.
Yeah, and that was a great pass by Tanner Holden. That was completely cross court from one corner to the other corner. That's a risky pass because it's got a long ways to go, but it was completed. And as you said, Tim hit that shot, same shot he hit the other night against Milwaukee.
Now they go inside to Kellogg against Wilburn with 4 fouls. Turnaround jump hook is good. 56-55 Wright State. 6:48 to
If
play.
they're smart, that's all they're going to do is post him up inside. As Wright State's got 4 fouls on. Here comes Basili's coming back into the game.
High post pass, Wilburn. Now Finke. Jump shot from the free throw line is missed, and Tucker the rebound. Green Bay a chance to take the lead, trailing by 1 with 6:24 to play. McGee off the dribble, getting a screen from Kellogg. Goes inside, he's double teamed, out to Tucker. Left open 3, he got it. And the Phoenix now have retaken the lead by 2 with 6:10 to play at 58-56.
Yeah, give McGee credit there. He's the one that got into the lane, created the defense to sag, kicked it out for the 3-point shot.
Yeah, Tucker's first 3 of the game goes down and gives Green Bay the lead by 2. 15 on the shot clock. Calvin lost the dribble, but it was knocked out of bounds by McGee. And Grant Basili back in for Wright State, and so too is Stieber for Green Bay. Wilburn checks out for the Raiders. And Claflin will go back to the Phoenix bench.
Well, the key thing here for Wright State is how long can Grant Basili stay in, and that's the same thing with Green Bay. I mean, can Green Bay draw a 5th foul on him?
He swings it over the corner to Norris, back out to Calvin. Dribble drive inside, floater with the right hand, got it. We're tied at 58.
What a nice play by Trey Calvin there. That's not an easy shot. He got into the lane off of a cross-court pass by Grant Basili.
Here's McGee. Left lane line underneath Ansong. Gets the ball back to Stieber. Ansong in the corner against Holden. Inside, turn around with the right hand. Nope, but a foul. Called on Wright State. Foul's going to be on Holden on the shot, so 2 shots for Ansong. And for Tanner Holden, just his 2nd personal foul. Both teams are over the limit, so Manny Ansong will go to the line. He's really come alive here this second half.
He's a good player. He's our leading scorer. He's averaging close to 13 points a game. He's a good rebounder, but he's hard to guard. Now, if he could shoot the 3-point shot more consistently, he'd really be hard to guard, but he's not a 3-point shooter. He's he really doesn't
He only had 6 on the season.
Yeah, he doesn't really take too many of what you call, mid-range jump shots. He can shoot those, but his game is taking the ball to the basket.
He's 75% from the line. The first one good, so too is the second.
His game is taking the ball to the basket.
He's 75% from the line. The first one good, so too is the second. And it's a 2-point lead for Green Bay, who decides to use a 20-second timeout with 5:27 remaining. So the Phoenix had jumped on top by 2, 62-58. The Raiders led by 6 at halftime, 38-32, but the Phoenix really have been tough in the second half, and they've been consistent the entire game. Here in the second half, they're 10 of 18 from the floor, just under 56%. They were just over 56% in the first half.
Yeah, and they're out rebounding Wright State too, 23-18. So, the thing that they did in the first half that they're not doing here in the second half is turning the ball over. In the first half, they had 11 turnovers. They only have 4 here in the, they have 5 here in the second half. Wright State has 13 turnovers, and Green Bay has 16.
Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. 2-point lead for the Phoenix. Raiders put the ball in play in the backcourt. Green Bay has been at man-to-man the entire game. Wright State shooting 35% in the second half. Here is Holden leaning in, can't get the tough shot to go.
He tried to draw a foul there. He should have just gone straight up with it rather than trying to draw the foul. And he tried to draw the foul. He got himself totally off balance.
Green Bay coming back with it with a 2-point lead. Their largest lead was in the second half. 2 points. Here's Tucker. Now Kellogg goes in against Basili. Goes with the left hand, left it short. Basili the rebound. Outlet pass to Norris. Raiders trailing by 2. 4:45 to play. Pass into the corner to Calvin for 3. He rims in and out on the rebound. Basili battling for it. Had it stolen and picked up by Green Bay. Now it's Ansong trying to go in on a 1-on-3. Off balance shot, missed it. Holden the rebound. And McGee battling a foul called against Green Bay. with 4:28 to play, stops the clock.
Yeah, it's going to be Tanner Holden at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. That's their 8th.
Watching Ansong coming back after that exchange on the other end, he's limping a little bit.
Well, he forced a shot there. He could have gotten a better shot. There was a lot of contact down there in the corner with Grant Vasily. I mean, there could have been a foul called there. They're going to take Grant out here and give him a little blow.
And Wilburn will check in for him.
Because there's going to be a media timeout in just a little bit. We're 4:28, so the under 4 timeout will be coming up quickly.
And Tanner Holden will get a 1-and-1. That's 18 fouls for Green Bay in the second half. The Raiders have been whistled for 7. Kellogg is out. Claflin will check back in. Also, Tucker is out.
Yeah, these are big free throws for Tanner Holden.
Yeah, Meyer back in too for Green Bay. Holden with 15 points and make it 16. He's the 10 from 11 from the line today. 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Crowd quieting as Holden throws it up and gets nothing but net. We're tied again at 60. 4:28 remaining. With a crowd trying to give a little help to the Raiders defense.
Yeah, they're trying to get them fired up. There aren't a whole lot of people here today. I mean, this is not a the crowd the other night was much bigger, but
it's Stieber one-on-one against Finke. Turnaround in the paint, puts it up and scores. High arching shot gives the Phoenix a 2-point lead.
That's a tough shot. That's pretty good defense by Tim Finke. That's just a better shot.
18 for Stieber. Been a two-man show. Stieber and Ansong scoring for the Phoenix. Baseline drive. Finke reverse layup is blocked by Ansong and picked up on the baseline. 3:48 left. Stieber wants to clear out here. He wants to screen out high from Claflin. He gets it. Now he's one-on-one against the smaller Norris. Just backing in, turnaround jump shot from 10, rolls around and in. Stieber, back-to-back buckets, 64-60 Phoenix.
That's just good, smart basketball right there on his part. Much contact, that's a good call.
And Vasily left it short. The tip by Finke is out. It's going to go out of bounds. No, it's saved by Vasily. He could not come up with it. He stepped on the sideline, so the ball will go to Green Bay. What an effort by Grant Vasily. Tried to keep it in play, but the ball will go back to Green Bay, leading by 4 with 3:21 left. Both teams are in the bonus. Claflin inside, Holden, and Stieber goes down. All they did was
they got their feet tied up. Yeah.
And that's 3 on Tanner Holden, but more importantly, Stieber is going to get a chance to go to the free throw line.
That should have probably been a play on too, because he just kind of fell down. He didn't have the basketball. Tanner was trying to get out of the way, and Stieber kind of fell down. And the referee saw him fall down, and there was some contact between Tanner Holden and Stieber, but it was inconsequential. It didn't have any Stieber wasn't trying to get the ball, or he was just trying really to get out of the way.
He's shooting the 1-and-1. He's got 20 points to lead all scorers. 6'3" guard. It's the first one. Of course, as we mentioned at the outset of the broadcast, Stieber, the grandson of legendary head coach Dick Bennett, and his uncle, of course, the coach at Virginia, Tony Bennett, a former great player at Green Bay. Stieber is from the Green Bay area, looking to give them their largest lead of the game at 6, and he does with 3:14 left. Now it's Calvin racing to the bucket. His layup is good. Nobody came over to help, and Calvin, big bucket for the Raiders. He's got 8. They trail by 4 with 3 minutes to play. Here's Stieber backing in, working against Holden with 3 fouls. Now the switch. Now it's McGee. Ansong holding the ball on his hip. Short pass over to Kellogg. Oh my goodness. Reaching in is Vasily, and he fouls out. on a play deep from the basket. And he fouls out of the game with 2:45 to play, and Andrew Wellage, the Raiders, going to have to go smaller right now.
Well, he reached and hit the guy in the head right in front of the referee. I mean,
Can't do that.
No. It's just not smart basketball on his part. First off, you don't want to reach. And he did. He got the guy in the side of the head.
Both teams with 19 fouls, so it's the 1-and-1 for Kellogg. Here it is, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see it here. He just going to try to get the ball, but he got part of his head. I mean, he's going for the ball, but and accidentally got him in the side of the head. 3
of 4 at the line now. 4 of 5 is Kellogg, the third. He's got 10 points. 3 rebounds in the game.
Green Bay's done a really good job here in the last 5 minutes, just taking care of the basketball, not turning it over. And they've drawn a lot of fouls. Their last
and the second one good.
Their last 6 points have been at the foul line.
And they're up by 6 with 2:43 to play.
Yeah, last 4 points have been at the foul line.
2-possession game for the Phoenix. Calvin taking it inside, and he's fouled. Shot will not count. Foul came before the shot, but it's going to be a double bonus. That's the 10th team foul on Green Bay. Stops the clock with 2:37 to play. Trey Calvin at the line for the first time here in this game.
That game down in Northern Kentucky between Milwaukee and Northern Kentucky has taken a turn in the opposite direction. Northern Kentucky was up 14 at half, now trails by 6 with 2 minutes to go. Milwaukee has come back from a 14-point deficit, outscored Northern Kentucky 20 points here in the second half.
Calvin makes both free throws. C.J. Wilburn will check in for Wright State. For Andrew Wellage, it's a 4-point lead for the Phoenix with 2:37 to play.
Wright State needs a couple of stops, and Green Bay, I mean, you know what's going to be is it's going to be Stieber. They're going to try to get a switch here and get Norris on him so he can post him up inside. You don't want to be, you want to still be aggressive if you're Green Bay. You don't want to sit on the ball and get deep in the shot clock and have to force up a shot. That's what you don't want to have happen.
Here's Stieber off the screen from Kellogg. Cut off by Calvin. Now Ansong with 10 to shoot. Ansong feeds it into post to Kellogg. Turns around with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound Holden. Good defense by Wilbur.
Yeah, that was. He did it without fouling, too.
Holden taking it inside. Leans in with the right hand. The bucket and a foul. Tanner Holden with the touch. Raiders trail by 2. He has a chance to cut it to 1 with the free throw with 2:02 remaining.
That's a tough call for Green Bay. I mean, there was not a whole lot of contact there, Chris. I mean, Tanner gets in deep. Yeah, there's a little bit, but
he
not
got him on the arm.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, that's.
Here's Holden's free throw attempt. It is good. It's 68-67 Phoenix. 2:02 left to play. Green Bay will take a timeout. They've got one.
Bay's case, they've got Stieber, who has had his way in down, backing people down. So we'll see what happens here.
Here's McGee with the dribble, gets a screen. Pull up jump shot off the rim. No good. Rebound hands Holden. Get a good look at it.
Yeah, but I'm a little surprised at that. That was a jump shot.
Holden out to Calvin. Now it's Finke back to Calvin. Reverse it left side to Norris. Norris will reset the offense with 18 on the shot clock. Raiders with the ball, trailing by 1 with 1:30 to play. Here's Finke to the right sideline. He feeds it into Holden. He leans in with the left hand and gives the Raiders a 1-point lead. Tanner Holden now with 22.
Well, that was a great job by Tanner Holden and great recognition by Tim Finke. That was just a super two-man game between the two of them.
Got to watch Stieber now. He's got Norris on him again, one-on-one.
He doesn't want to double.
Stieber throws the ball back out to McGee. Claflin, left side, Ansong. 10 on the shot clock. Stieber wants to clear out again, but is poked away by Norris. 7 on the shot clock, 56.8 left. Raiders lead by 1. That's a nice play by Norris. Now they have to reset on the sideline with 7 to shoot.
Yeah, it's still going to go to Stieber or Ansong, though. Ansong's good.
Inbounds to McGee. Now McGee with it, taking the ball all the way in. Blocked by Holden.
Called a foul.
Oh, my.
Yeah, they called a foul.
Wow.
Same guy that he's had several questionable calls today, and there might have been a foul there. That's hard to tell, but McGee
hard to call that in that situation.
Yeah, McGee took the ball to the basket, which was the right thing to do. We were going to get a look at it here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's close.
He got all ball. If you're going to call a foul there, it's with the body.
Well, McGee at the line for the first time today. He's got 8 points. His team trails by 1. He has the double bonus. First one is good. Grant Basile is fouled out for Wright State. They got 2 other players, Holden now with 4, and Wilburn with 4 with 52 seconds remaining. And McGee looking to give Green Bay a 1-point lead. And he can't. Missed it. Holden, the rebound.
Now Green Bay's going to get the ball back because there's 48 seconds on the shot clock, so they're going to get the ball back.
They get it to Holden at the post against Ansong. Holden had the ball tipped out of bounds, and last touch by Green Bay. So 16 on the shot clock, 37.1 remaining, 69 all. Norris will trigger the inbounds pass to the right of his basket, gets it inbounds to Wilburn. Hands it back to Norris. 12 to shoot. Norris in the corner, goes inside, needs help, flips it out to Finke. Finke dribble drive inside, ball was kicked. So that would reset the shot clock.
Yeah, to 20 seconds.
And there's 27 seconds left in the game. It's left 20 on the shot clock. Wright State inbounds in their own end. Here's Norris. He hands it back to Calvin. Calvin trying to dribble by his man who lost his shoe. Calvin, 3.
Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Came right out of his.
Oh my!
Was left wide open, and the Raiders are up by 3 with 19 seconds left. A lot of time left. And Green Bay's going to call it.
That's about it. You know, the last 2 games that Wright State's played in here, Tim Finke made a 3 the other night against Milwaukee in a 3-point game. It was a 3-point game. The shot clock was winding down. They got a ball to him in the corner, and he buried a 3-point shot. And this one right here, I mean, my goodness, this is a clutch 3-point shot. Now, they had guys going to the rim, so they had a chance. But, you know, you ask me, do you take a shot?
Yeah.
You take that shot.
He's wide open.
Yeah, he's wide open. That scenario doesn't happen very often, but you got to take that shot.
Boy, unfortunate situation for Green Bay if they happen to lose. Whenever somebody might say shoeless Kamari McGee instead of shoeless Joe.
Well, hey,
it's unfortunate.
You know, it's unfortunate that McGee fell down. There's no question about that.
All right.
But they got a shot here. There's only, they got plenty of time. They got, they don't have to shoot a 3 here. They can get the ball inside and then play the foul game because there's plenty of time in terms of that. If you want to play the foul game, you got some time to do that.
3 threes in this game, 14 to shoot. He hands it off to McGee. Here's McGee with it. Back out to Stieber. Straight on 3. It is short. And the rebound, Ansong had it tipped away. It's loose. A battle. 4.7. The arrow belongs to Green Bay.
Well, they went for the 3. Stieber got I hate to say that was a good look because he came off of a screen.
Well, the arrow goes back to the Raiders now. Both teams double bonus.
Coach
Raiders
Sargent.
Up by 3. No more timeouts left for either team.
Coach Sargent's bringing in C.J. Wilburn. I think just a little size on the inbounds pass.
Right, for a lot. You know, they got to get something outside to tie it.
Well, you have a decision to make here. You could foul. You know, in my situation, I would foul here, but I don't know what. I know Coach Nagy believes in fouling, so we'll see what happens here. But 4.9, 3-point lead, or 4.7, I think I would foul.
Here's Stieber with it on the baseline. He gets it in. Tucker for 3 for the tie. No. Ball goes out of bounds. 1 second remaining, and the game's over.